Five-time F1 world champion Mercedes Lewis Hamilton has opened up on the relentless challenge of chasing titles, stating there's no room for mistakes.
You know, there's 21 Grand Prix, and each weekend you can't have an off weekend. You have to deliver every single weekend to win these championships. It's now that competitive that it's every weekend. You can't have an, oh, that was a difficult weekend for me. You need to deliver each weekend.
Mercedes took its fifth straight World Championship double last year, capitalizing on Ferrari's storm of errors, as Hamilton upped his game to take 11 wins, equaling his 2014 record. Australian driver Daniel Ricciardo has hailed his new hotline to four-time F1 world champion Alain Prost, stating he will call on Renault's special advisor when times are tough. Ricciardo is the yellow team's new star signing and a proven race winner with 7 to his name. But the 29-year-old remains open to advice, especially from the professor, who's seen and done it all.
I feel he's going to be very valuable, not only for the team, but for me, you know, as far as you said, picking up the phone for some guidance, for some advice, for really anything. And he's, you know, had actually some very nice things to say about me, so it's been pretty cool.
Prost, now 64, also enjoys the chance to energize Renault's lineup, and he knows only too well the pressure of racing in F1.
I remember myself when I was racing, you always have a part of the year where you feel unbelievably strong, but sometimes you feel a little bit weak or tired or whatever, or nervous, and you need to understand that, you know. But if you have somebody beside you that can give you some tricks sometimes, or even have the feeling that you can help sometimes only by talking a little bit or doing all the things, it's good.
McLaren's immediate fortunes have taken a boost, with its new technical director James Key confirmed to start in time for the Bahrain Grand Prix. The British squad reached a settlement with Red Bull B team Toro Rosso, where Key had been since 2012, enabling him to start before the end of his contract on March 25. The 47-year-old will be able to map out McLaren's 2020 car ahead of the arrival of new McLaren Racing Managing Director Andreas Seidel on May 1. Staying with McLaren, and the squad's former racing director Eric Boullier has joined the French GP organizers as a strategic advisor and global ambassador. Boullier resigned from McLaren in July last year as part of an organization-wide restructure that was focused on transforming the outfit. The 45-year-old will boost interest in the French Grand Prix, which returned to the calendar last year after a 10-year absence, Paul Ricard hosting the event for the first time since 1990. Australian Grand Prix Corporation CEO Andrew Westacott has played down the significance of new curbs for turns 11 and 12 at Albert Park, stating exclusively to the inside line it's just a minor tweak. The yet-to-be-completed curbs are a permanent addition to the circuit, replacing what was a temporary fitting during the event.
There's a number of areas where we make minor curb modifications, generally a little bit of feedback. There'll be some maintenance because our roads are used 24/7 as a normal operating road here in Melbourne.
Last year's Australian Grand Prix thrilled, with Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel using the virtual safety car to beat Mercedes Lewis Hamilton to the win, but there was just 5 recorded overtakes. And while there are no major track modifications planned to address that, the organizers do have a large-scale capital works in the distant future.
One of the things that's interesting to note is that the first event was held in Melbourne in 1996, and we're yet to resurface that track.
This year's Mexico Grand Prix could be a Formula One farewell, after President Andrés Manuel López Obrador cut public funding for the event. The Mexican government is reported to have contributed $20 million in reviving the historic event as part of a $138 million deal for the first 3 years to 2017. But with a new rail project from Palenque to Cancun given priority, funds for ongoing support may not be available.
I don't know how the Formula One contracts are. If they aren't signed, we won't be able to. In some cases, events like these were financed with funds from tourism promotion. And that fund is already committed to the construction of the Maya train.
The Mexico Grand Prix is one of the best attended on the calendar, with strong local support. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.